We are back at it, playing Pokemon Black 2 Hardcore Nuzlocke Challenge using only the ground type and on only one attempt. Now, as we start this challenge, realizing that ground types are pretty few and far between, especially in the early game here, I decided to kind of do some creative swapping around here, and starting with an Onix that I nicknamed USA. And I decided to replace Oshawott so my rival can get Snivy here. So this is the first battle here, and really these challenges, these early rival challenges, I don't know what generation, I don't remember which generation it started that they would get the super effective move early on, but really the first few difficult battles will be against Hugh here against the Snivy. But with the first battle here, just kind of took out his Snivy just with a bunch of tackles. So moving on to the second battle at the ranch, sending an Onix, kind of just going with the same strategy, this time using Curse to boost the attack and defense, not really caring about speed since Onix is not known for being the fastest of Pokemon. So just kind of just going for the long strat here of the setup, and eventually just took out the Snivy with 2 rock throws. Easy peasy really. As we move into the first gym fight against Sharon here, which on paper again should be kind of easy since the normal type can't really do anything against Onix here. So just going with the same strat of boosting up my attack and my defense, while Sharon just goes for the workup to boost this Patrat's attack, which it sorely needs. Go for the Rock Tomb, taking it out finally as it sends in his last Pokemon, Lillipup here, as it goes for the same workup strategy. And again, I just go for the Rock Tomb just to lower its speed as much as possible, because I know it can still outspeed, and with this bite and the flinch hacks that's currently happening, I kind of need to reduce its speed before it can flinch and destroy me with bite. So eventually break through and defeat Sharon and move on to Roxanne here. As she sends in the Coffin to start it off, as I go for the Stealth Rock just to kind of get that chip damage on anything coming in. So again, with the same strategy of just using Curse to boost the stats, it's gonna kind of go the same way as the first gym leader here. Just going with the Rock Tombs, just take out this Onix. Roxanne just goes for the Super Potion, as I just start changing gears to tackle because I don't want to burn up all of my Rock Tombs before she sends in her Whirlipede. So with a bunch of tackles, I finally take out the Coughing as she sends in the Whirlipede, and the Stone's doing some chip damage there. So it goes for the not very effective Venoshock, not doing too much, but does have Protect, kind of to help stall out my Rock Tombs. But Rock Tomb does serious damage, almost taking it out before I can finally take it out with just a tackle, and just beating Roxanne for the second gym badge. Now afterwards, I do head up a little bit to the desert to find my favorite ground type, Sandile, one of my favorite ground types, Sandile, before going into the second gym here and challenging this Harlequin. So this gym fight was always going to be difficult because of Levany and not having a good answer for it. So just with this random gym trainer here, just kind of showcasing that, just kind of going for the tackles and just taking out this Dwebble. But one error that I did make is when this Dwebble was going for all of these sand attacks, I should have switched out Onix into the Sandile, just so I can kind of reset that accuracy and not trying to stay in here. As this Swathling just kind of sets up and just kind of destroys my Onix with this Razor Leaf here. So again, that was an error on my part. Should have just swapped in Sandile and just sacked Sandile for this fight, since Onix is really the only thing that could have really withstood a chance against Swadloon, Levany, that entire evolutionary line. But the Swadloon does eventually take out this Onix as I send in Sandile, and just trying to go for the lucky flinch strategy with the bites here, going for the accuracy strat with Sand Attack as well, just kind of knowing that just any Razor Leaf can take out the Sandile really easily. So as it does go and take out the Sandile, ending the run unfortunately.